Hey everybody, Mark Schultz with Digital Aircraft, and today I'm back here at the Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach Airport, and we're talking about some of the really interesting things that are happening this week. And the reason that I'm here is because I've had people have been reaching out to me and asking me about the Digital Transformation Live they were doing next Wednesday, and they've been asking me questions about what are we going to cover, what are we going to talk about, and so I said, hey, I'm going to come back here and have a little bit of a conversation about what it is that we're doing. And we have a live broadcast that we're going to do. We're bringing in Claudio, and we're bringing in from ALA, and we're bringing in Bill. And he's focusing on records, digital records, and what we're doing to be able to support that within the industry. And it's really, really very super interesting. And I'm going to tell you three things today that focus on what are the things that that I've seen over the business problems that I've seen over the years, and one of the things that I think is going to cause you to be able to find this really very interesting. Hey, I joined the aviation industry, I don't know, 40 years ago, and I focused on airlines and aviation, and what do we have to do to be successful in aviation? And one of the things we had to do within maintenance is we had to have good maintenance, and we had to have good records. And it turned out that in many times that was always being done on paper. And the crazy thing is that here we are 40 years later, and much of that is still being done on paper today. And so over the last 30 years, I've spent many years working on how do we optimize the maintenance that we're doing, and how do we provide better digital. And one of the things that's never been fully optimized is how do we provide records, all right? And so there's a couple of really strong companies out there today that have been focusing on records, digital transformation and records, and how do we optimize that. Now, there's some different companies out there which it makes the biggest difference to, like MROs and to airlines and to different organizations like that. And so what's happened is that we have some companies that are going to come and talk about what they're doing to be able to help people to do that. One focused on parts, and one focused really on MROs and airlines and things like that. So what's going to happen later this week is one is going to be parts and materials. We have a company who's coming, and I'm going to ask them some questions. I'm going to say, what do you do? How do how are you using digital transformation to be able to focus on better managing of parts? And some of the challenges that we have, like for example, is that how do you ensure that the records are comprehensive? How do we ensure that the digital transformation has no errors in it? How do we know that they're accurate and kept complete? One time I was engaged with an MRO here in the United States, and turned out that they brought a bunch of the records together, and they were able to come up with digital work cards, which was really great. Only it turned out at the very end that the records were not digital, and so they ended up having to print out the records at the end, or they went to PDF. And so the real value of that didn't really give them full 100% value of what they were really looking for. And so things that are happening today now are how are solutions being put in place to be able to provide more full comprehensive. And so one of the things that's going to be talked about a week from Friday is how are people really doing that. I had somebody at another MRO organization call me today, and I spoke with him, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and he told me about all the amazing solutions that they put in place where they're managing management of maintaining, how do they define the execution of the work that's going to be performed, how do they coordinate with the scope that needs to be done, all those different things. But there's still difficulty in putting together the electronic records that are necessary. He called me and he said, well, I'm sorry, he didn't call me. He sent me a message in LinkedIn just yesterday, actually. And he said, hey, what's this going to be about? I really need to understand this. I want to know what's happening more. And I let him know when this event was going to be. And so he wants to learn more about what's being done in order to be able to optimize digital transformation and to be able to provide electronic records. And he plans to be there. The really amazing thing is that we've literally sent out like almost a million invitations for people to attend this digital transformation live that's going out a week from next Wednesday. And we've had about 450 people say they're going to come a week from Wednesday. And I suspect there'll still be several hundred more. And it's just incredible because this is really a powerful demand, and we have some very powerful people. And so I wanted to invite you to come and listen to what are the business problems that people have, see if they're common to the kind of business challenges that you have. I suspect they probably are. And just listen and see if there's some things there that might be able to assist you or to be able to help you. My job is to ask some questions. I've heard these problems for many, many years, and I'm going to be there and I'm going to listen to the challenges that people have, and I'm going to see how can I ask the questions and find out what they're doing to be able to solve it. I'm going to listen to some people that have already solved this problem and are delivering it to people, and I'm going to listen to some of the companies that are actually developing solutions for them. I want to invite you to come and listen and say, hey, is there something here that can help you? It's going to be a week from Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern time. And I want to invite you to come. And if you want to go ahead and go take a look at the LinkedIn, there'll be a invite at LinkedIn, or you can contact me directly on LinkedIn and I could send you an invite directly. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you understand kind of what's going on. I'm going to go find out a few more things, what people are interested in, give it a little bit more information about what's happening the rest of this week. But certainly you need to join us. Hey, fair winds and following seas, and I hope certainly that you are going to learn, just like I am, about this event that's coming up a week from Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye.